Today, we talk about... All right. Welcome back. This is episode, I want to say 8. I could be wrong. Got 2 special guests in the building. Introduce yourselves.
Jared, go ahead.
So that's Jared.
What's up? What's up? Jared Schwartz. How you doing, man? Born and raised in New York. Thanks to Doc for having me on.
Yeah,
Sadra.
We got Miles, right?
Miles, I'm Jared's real father. New York comedian, and avid listener.
Word. Oh, okay.
Consider myself a writer.
So obviously, as I'm sure you've gotten a clue now, both comedians around the scene. I've met you guys through doing this stand-up-ish. But let me offer you guys a little...
That's a road comic.
Those cigarettes?
They're candy cigarettes, if you're interested.
Oh, word?
Yeah. So a little prop we use there.
Really?
I
like it.
I like the idea of something in your mouth that's not bad for you. Just kind of fucking around.
Freud says that means you want to have sex.
What?
Freud, the phallic symbol. I went to college, Jared. I'm going to one day to one.
I got a degree, boss.
What do you have a degree in?
Liberal.
Actually, that's a good opening. I want to ask background-wise. So, where'd you go to school?
I went to the College of Staten Island. It is a CUNY, City University of New York. Not many people know about it, but I actually only have an associate's. So keep that on the low. I only got an associate's, man. It's pretty cool though.
Well, my father got me to Yale. No, I have a associate's in. I went to school in North Carolina, CPCC.
Oh, okay.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, we're just better than you're fucking Staten Island. Who gives a shit? We're supposed to eat those because I bit mine. And shit.
Yeah,
sure, whatever.
Candy, dude.
It's your cigarette.
I like it. Tastes good. And then I have a bachelor's English.
You have multiple degrees?
Yes, because I was gonna be a doctor before I realized I'm a fuck up. So I was like, well, comedy's backup plan. I was gonna go to med school, but then I was like, fuck this. I went to New York after I graduated.
Nice.
App State.
Oh, okay. And then when did you move to New York?
Last August.
Oh, last August. Okay. Were you doing stand-up down in
North Carolina?
North Carolina?
Yeah, man. I was doing it, and I was from Boone, North Carolina, my school, and I would drive 2 hours to Asheville, which is like a big comedy festival. So I would do there, do a set, maybe like twice a week, and then come back. And then I was in the App State comedy class, or comedy club, which sucked because they don't like real comedy. They're hacks, you know what I mean?
I bet.
They're just like, you can't talk about this.
Club comedy, bro.
They were club comedy. Yeah, they all were trash. And so I was doing.
What is a club comic?
They're just hacks. Like, no, it depends what club you're talking about.
I don't know. You said the term, so I'm just
There's
curious.
a difference between like club comedy and like
Netflix comedy. Like,
No,
what's the category?
No.
I was just talking about.
I'll tell you what it's like, let's say a Broadway comedy club comic. It's very 90s outdated humor.
I see.
It's very pandering, very like tourism, right? I saw a guy do a bit about the tree. He was like, why is the tree there around all these buildings? I'm like, no one gives a shit. Talk about something real, Like,
So who's in the crowd if they're laughing? Because clearly it must be working.
Tourists.
Tourists. Okay.
Well, that's Broadway. There's a lot of
That's Broadway,
The
yeah.
Cellar. There's a lot of tourists.
but like
The Cellar is a club comic scene.
well,
You'd say.
Cellar's
No.
that's more better comics.
Yeah.
I'd say that's pretty top notch. I laugh.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while. I've never been.
I've never been either.
Oh,
We
really?
should go together one day. Not today.
It's hilarious.
We should go though.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I'm surprised because every time I go, I don't see any other at least open mic comics.
We're not allowed to get in for free. Every other club we go.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Well, I don't go for free.
Yeah.
I wish.
Nah, I don't got room. I don't got time to pay $50 and
It's like 70.
Yeah,
you
it's
pay
pricey.
It's very
$50 and 2 drink minimum.
That's-
And like you're there, you're not gonna not eat.
Well, I always go for the late shows because I actually met Godfrey,
Yeah.
the comic guy. He was on my flight heading back from Iowa because I work in Iowa and I live here, and literally was just right behind me. I was like, is that Godfrey? And we just started chopping it up, and then he's like, yeah, I'm going to be at the Cellar tonight. And
That's dope.
we just
Yeah.
connected from there, and we've been in touch rarely, but,
Yeah, I mean, dude, he knows who you are. That's all it takes. It's just that person, it's that bigger comic, knowing your face, and then seeing you around. That's all.
Yeah, so I try to go to the Cellar every time I'm back here. I haven't
Grandmother.
gone. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I have one too. Yeah, also need a lighter. Am I right, Jared? We're not real. Not real.
Hey, save it for a Broadway comedy.
We have fun here.
I got you. Yeah, Shane.
Like this.
Smoke up, Shane.
Smoke up, Shane.
So let me see, because I'm trying to segment this too, but to continue with the comedy. But so you have club comics, and then what other categories would you say? Writers.
What?
Writer comedy, like Bushwick, alt scene, alt scene comics. Right?
So I would have, if you had told me writers comic, I would have assumed you meant like a guy or a girl who has a very smart joke, but like that's all it is. There's no act outs, there's no this. It's just quote smart comedy. Is that what you mean?
I would say if you compare like Chris D'Elia to Neil Brennan.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Okay, so
that's
right.
writer and like performer.
Perfect example. Yeah, I would have given the example of like Mark Norman, which is like a writer comic, right?
Yeah.
Just playful with
So like,
words.
who are you comparing it to?
Just when you hear the term writer comic, like a guy who has written a well constructed joke.
Yeah.
I would consider myself more of a Chris D'Elia type, just like more.
People like
talking.
Yeah. And I'm not there yet by any means. I mean, I'm still fairly new to the shit, but the goal is to get towards like that Robin Williams, Chris D'Elia, Dane Cook realm.
Performer.
Perform Jim Carrey type of shit.
How comic like you are, Jared?
I'm more all about the presence.
Presence?
Definitely about my
good
presence.
stage presence.
Yeah.
His presence is pretty good.
Bad material, but great stage presence.
My material was different, but I'm very young in the game, very young.
Yeah, how long have you
at
been
heart.
doing this?
10 months.
10 months.
Yeah, we're about the same.
Oh, really?
What do
Okay.
you think? What are you? A little less than 10 months.
Yeah, I mean, I started in November, so.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long way.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't got too much time because you fucking work.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You're getting up over there.
I'll be honest with you. Sorry, I should have done
No,
that.
you're good, man.
I'm trying to optimize this already non-optimal audio. Yeah, but I was going to say, actually, I was kind of nice because, so here, I mean, it sounds like you've been booking some shows. Have you booked any? I've seen some of your posts.
Have I been on?
You get booked onto some spots.
I've
and stuff like
got, this last month I got booked for
Nice.
my first
Cool.
time.
Congrats.
I did, my boy, I mean, I got a friendly booking. You know, I did a guest spot at a V-Spot show.
V-Spot?
Yeah, it's a booking, I guess you could say. It's a friendly one.
Real crowd.
Yeah, real crowd, but it's not like
That's what I'm talking
someone went out of their way. I don't know how to explain it, but I definitely appreciate it. My friend put me up at the V-Spot. That was a great show.
How'd you do?
I did really well, actually. I got a lot of compliments after.
Nice.
She's like,
That's the best.
I've never seen you actually go up beside the mic. And it's like, I mean, it happens, dude. It's gonna happen. I'm like, yeah, man. I mean, thank God, thank you. I did 2 Joke Minimum. I did their show. That was a good one.
I did there twice.
I did Broadway. That was a good one. The Broadway comedy.
Wait,
club.
you did a Broadway comedy. I remember asking about it. Was that good? It was good?
Yeah. What am I gonna trash talk them? We'll trash talk them after this. No, they were cool.
But I'm saying, just the fact that you're doing it in front of real crowds is a big
I
step up.
got booked at the Pit. That one felt like a true like booking. He was
Wait,
like, "Oh, thanks for
for
coming."
the actual.
No, the actual room.
Oh,
It was
shit.
good. It was Good Ones comedy.
Yeah.
They run a mic on Thursdays.
Oh, I've been to that one. The small room?
No, it's no. They run the mic over at Parkside Lounge.
Oh, okay.
It's a good mic.
Yeah, it's it's been interesting for me because I haven't been booked yet. Again, I'm newer than you guys, and also still like trying to like meet more people and like go to actual shows. But outside the open mics here, which I'm really starting to burn out with these. We were talking about
Really?
this. Well, just in terms of like the ones I've been recycling, so I really need to find like a new scene or like start to get booked spots or whatever. But the nice thing with Iowa is, even though there's less spots out there, or less like open mics out there, the open mics that are there's actually like real crowds.
Yeah,
So I
I've been
typically
told
do,
everywhere
like,
besides New York, it's fucking.
Yeah. Well, there's
Open mic
a lot of
shows.
mics that have real crowds. Just gotta find them. Like Essence has a real crowd.
You find them.
Also.
This guy's
I
everywhere,
fucking
man.
Yeah, I feel like we're fucking everywhere, man.
It's like,
I would love to go on a run with him one day, but I
You're
don't know
not
if I can keep up.
You know who's crazy with me? Alvin and Hans. They fucking go.
I bet.
Like
I
he does
bet.
6 a night, and he won't let me know. I just
So-
go out. Or Hans is the one. He told me the one. There's a church mic. It's an all real audience. It's a mic at 11 o'clock on Fridays. It's in the back of the church. Yeah.
Those are almost like shows, dude.
You go where you go.
Yeah.
One day we should do a run.
You touch me again.
Oh man, it's hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard. Getting booked, I don't expect to get booked in the first year. Like for me to get
It's not an
booked,
expectation. I'm just saying it's nice when you get a real crowd.
Of course.
Do you tape your sets?
What?
Do you have a tape of your set?
Like tape?
Like 5 minutes tape?
Oh, I have one. Yeah, I do. I barked for the pair. I got a tape out of that, so I stopped doing that. But man, it's like after the I don't expect in the first year for me to get it though, like to get bookings last month. It's like, oh, I'm progressing, like I'm going in the right direction.
That's
you know?
great. Yeah, I can sense that from both.
It's because like the first few months you're like, oh, I got this material, I want to put it in front of a real crowd now. It's like it almost gets drained out in front of comics.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's a way you gotta do it. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a secret. I'm gonna tell you the secret. I got a secret. Listen.
I'm listening.
I was doing a comic told me, because I felt the same way I first got
Somebody gave you a compliment yesterday.
Fuck yourself. Jump off the book of the
They gave you a compliment. Like, yo, my man, you're doing better.
This is what happened. So I was getting really bummed out how I was doing comedy in front of comics. You know, doing your phone this entire time. Why don't you put that shit on silent first of all?
See, he sent too many sneaker pictures now.
Right? No, I was getting burned out doing the open mic rooms and he told me, he said, listen, go do poetry mics. And Gus told me.
Wow.
I'm name dropping, but he told me, he's like, go do a poetry mic.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's in.
Neither do they.
Yeah.
We gotta watch that vibration.
My bad.
You just want more water?
No.
Well, it's also not a professional setup, because I know how the audio is gonna get.
No, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you are. Keep saying it again.
Oh, we got that perfectly. Yeah.
Isolate that.
Actually, yeah, it's funny. I just came from another pod. I was fucking recording.
Nice.
How do you call it a pod?
Some people call it cash. You know,
I'm just antsy. I'm like, I was antsy over there too. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
But no.
I'm sorry, the Gus.
Poetry room. So every Friday I do a poetry room, a spoken word room, where it's literally all it's like rappers, musicians, and like radio show, and there's no comics, and they go up there, fucking kill, and then it just reminds me why I do comedy.
So
really,
they don't look at you funny that you kind of quote snuck in to do comedy instead of the real?
No, because it's like they respect all forms of art, so they want more comics to be there. So like when I go up there, they'll be like, "Oh, we have a comedian!" Like it's already just like
you're like the superhero of the crowd.
Also, it's like a show.
Yeah, and then they literally.
It's pretty dope.
This guy told me
Friday.
I brought Derek there. I brought Kevin. I bring comics out there. Fucking
Don't bring me though.
You never seen me.
This is only on
We've seen
Friday.
each other like 5 times.
There's Friday, there's Saturday one. There's one throughout the entire week. Oh, the girl, my card went over, by the way. Just name drop.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah, well, this you brought a girl to an open mic, dude.
I have the power.
The funniest
I
part,
brought another girl the other night. Go fuck yourself.
the funniest part was he was there with the girl while there was another dude, a comic we never seen before.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was a guy. I thought
that was a normal guy.
I thought they were audience members, a guy and a girl, and like I guess I left early. Like I did a joke like to the girl. I was like, "Hey, is that funny?" I don't know. She like was laughing, but I heard was it you who told
No,
me?
it was Derek who went. He said, "Is black dick overrated?" And she said, "No, it's not." And the guy was like, "Oh my god."
No, but I heard they walked the date out.
No, she actually walked there.
They walked the date out because like so many people gave attention to them. And I was like, "What are you doing here at open mic?" Supposed to do the first date, and then they got him out.
A first date? It's an open mic?
The Tinder date.
I brought Tinder dates on mics.
Actually, this is a great segue into a topic I wanted to ask you both about. I didn't even go to my first ever comedy club. I love comedy. I always grew up on comedy, YouTube, Comedy Central Presents, Netflix.
No, I'm not bored.
Again,
I got
first pod.
I am. I got up early to do it.
I've been drinking all. Yesterday,
You're an alcoholic, dude.
Yeah, except for 2 hours.
He told me how tired he is.
I don't get a question.
All right, we're good.
Hey,
I
so
gotta say no.
it's okay. I get interrupted all the time. But no, so the first time I actually stepped foot in a comedy club wasn't until I went out to Iowa, and it was literally luck just happened. It was just around the corner from my hotel. So I'm like, oh shit, that open mic is a free show, comedy club. Let me check it out. So I was like blown away.
It's free out there,
shit.
though.
Yeah, and it's free.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this is what a comedy club is. This is amazing. And I started like making observations. But one thing I concluded was, dude, this is a great first date thing to do. Like people say movies, people say dinner. Open, maybe not an open mic, but like, because it technically wasn't an open mic. There was a real audience there, but I think a free show, like at the Lantern or
For sure.
that would be a great first date idea because, first of all, I hate movies as a first date because it's like, hey, you want to stand this way and like not talk for a couple hours?
I don't go to movies anymore.
Fuck movies.
Yeah.
And secondly, dinner's too expensive to take like a first date. You may never go anywhere.
That's why I always take my first date to ISIS. Ralph's
ISIS?
yeah. I was gonna say Ralph's ISIS, but you guys don't know. So actually, they got one in Manhattan. You guys should check it out. Ralph's ISIS. Fucking
I'll tell you what I do. I take my day to the creek in the cave. To do because there's a bar there and they can drink.
Because there's also, well, I guess it is comedians, but it's also, it doesn't feel like an open mic.
You tell them to show.
Yeah, right. Especially if they like you there, that's like, oh, they're gonna let. But yeah, I came to that conclusion because it was like, dude, it'd be nice to have the to understand what your humor is with the other person you're on a date on, so you can get a better sense quickly of what kind of person.
Yeah, like you go to a show.
You are.
Like you go to a show, you can either talk good about the comic or talk shit about the comic right after. And that's pretty fun.
Or just to see what you're laughing at. Maybe she'll find something you laughed at inappropriate, or vice versa. Be like, I don't know if this is the person for me. I don't know, just my thought.
That's weird. I'm very okay. Jared knows I'm kind of a crazy person. Like I date exclusively crazy girls. So like that, like gauging someone's crazy. It's like on the first date, I will mention jerking out like 8 times. I just goes in hard right when I meet you, and they're like, "This dude's fucking funny."
But that's how you weed them out, right?
Yeah, I don't like normal girls. They freak me out.
That's fine. Whatever you're into. But they see, this is why I hate when men and women, they hide part of who they are before they go on a date. It's like, dude, if you really want this to go somewhere, don't you want to like just come out and be who you are?
Yeah.
And then that way everyone knows what they're getting into. Like, why are we
duct tape and rope? This was gonna happen.
Exactly. Dude, these fucking lights are giving me nostalgia. Like I had these lights in my house, bro. Like, growing up.
My phone was dead. I should turn them on, but yeah, it's alright. You guys got a little shadow on your face. It's all good.
Do it? Yeah, dude. It's just nostalgia from like my grandma's or like my mom's house.
Or is that a first date nostalgia, or is that just grandma's?
This is grandma's house.
Yeah. I'm looking at these fucking lights. You have 7 of them, and they're just screaming at me.
Just 8.
Yeah, it's like a street level feel on the top floor.
Yeah,
that's what I was going for. Plus, it didn't come with lights, and I didn't want to install fixtures, so it's kind of.
That's pretty.
Bachelor pad? If I had a single man, oh my god. Can you imagine telling a girl you have a penthouse apartment?
See, I thought that was the case. It didn't.
Don't worry.
I had much less success here than I did with my mom's house.
It probably seemed like mansions.
No, I think it's just the New York scene.
It depends on the girl too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you would think you had more selection.
I would go to Iowa to find them and then bring them here. Because like, oh my god, what? Yeah, right? Go back to your hometown.
But you know what's hilarious?
You're like, yeah, let's go back to my place. What are we doing at an airport? Oh, my place in New York.
I'm a billionaire. She won't believe you, honestly. She's like, oh my god, I did
Yeah, it is.
But my favorite is people that come over here for the first time and don't have the reaction you guys had when you first got here, which was appropriate. It was just like, holy shit. I love when certain people come over here and they're just like, cool. All right, we're playing FIFA.
No, man. I mean, fucking.
Did you grow up poor?
I mean, I'm definitely not.
You're a rich kid.
No, I'm not a rich kid. I'm a suburban guy. I never got told no kid. That's the type of kid I am. I am very fightable. That's why not a lot of people like me. That's why.
Yeah, I remember that one of your jokes. Yeah, I grew up poor, and I told myself I didn't want to be poor because I didn't want to ever smell that garage sale smell ever again. You know what I'm talking about? Like certain items you get at a garage sale, and there's like that stink to them.
The cigarette smell?
I don't know if it's cigarettes or what. Probably is.
The cigarette, the rug smell?
That's probably, yeah, I think that's what it is.
I always associate with kids who get beaten a lot because I had cousins and they fucking, like, their parents smoked cigarettes in the house and they never let me, hang out with them. They were bad kids, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I never wanted to smell that smell again, so I was like, I gotta work hard.
We're trying to put an image to like what the smell is.
The garage smell?
Yeah.
It's like
my grandma had a garage smell like the other day.
Did you ever buy used cedars or used clothes?
Yeah, I did. I
I
bought used
that
sneakers.
thrift shop smell?
Yeah, the thrift shop smell.
Well, like, I would smell them
Kind of
before I
smells
bought
like
them.
you.
I definitely would.
Yeah, so did you ever...
I would definitely smell them before I bought them.
Yeah, so did you ever recognize that one scent that like you would always see it?
For me, that one scent that like always stuck with it is my dad's friend's house. I would always smell like fucking cat.
Yo,
it would always smell like
some
cat.
dark memories when they come out. What happened to your dad's friend's house?
No, he just had so many cats that smell like cat litter. It was gross.
Yeah, that's a different smell. I'm not a huge fan of that smell.
That's the smell that like I like go to for disgusting.
You black out and wake up when you're 17.
Why?
You guys are on next level shit right here. How long have you guys known each other? When did you guys meet each other?
Oh, we met at a mic, I guess.
Ago?
No, we've known each other for quite a few months.
No, like 2, 3
I remember. No, we met outside the The Pear. I remember seeing you outside the Pear. That's right over there.
What was this?
Dude, probably like.
Yo, yeah,
It was when you first got
No,
here.
it was at Greenwich Comedy Club. I was
Yeah, we were walking in between.
We were talking shit about something, and you came up and said something, and then we started talking.
Yeah, I was like, did we meet? And
You said you saw me. You said I was very funny. I remember that. I mean, dead ass funny. You were like, you said something on my bit, and I was like, you're very funny. I was like,
Nah, I don't think so.
You said something good. I was like, that's the reason I was like, oh, cool. And I started talking to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you from
remember,
Atlanta? Are you from
yeah.
Atlanta?
No, I was born in Atlanta.
I think you brought up Atlanta, and I was like, oh. You were new here. You were new. I was like, oh, what's up, man? When
I
did you get here?
don't like
You got
when
here
you
in
start
You got here in
like
August?
grandfather me in.
No, I didn't. I'm just saying.
Get a new kid on the block. I'm just introducing the guys. Go fuck yourself. I heard you and you said that.
Yeah, I remember.
No, but I thought you were like, yeah, it's my first week here, bro.
No, I never said that.
That's what
Maybe that was part of his bit.
Yeah, maybe. But I
You sure?
No.
When did you get here? In
I got
August?
here in August.
Yeah, so that's what I made. And you were like, yeah, I got here like last week.
Because I knew a bunch of people already, and you were like, who's this kid? And you were like, kind of like.
We,
knew you.
we definitely knew each other. We definitely knew each other for like we know each other for like 5
Yeah,
months,
it's been like 5-4 months.
maybe more.
Too long.
The one time I saw
We're
you,
building. We're bonding.
one time I saw you at the Pear, you just did that same laugh you just did, and one of the comics yelled at you like, "I know a fake laugh when I hear one.
I did the same
That's
thing.
my laugh."
Same thing with Niagara. I heard you. I was bombing Niagara. Remember that? I started getting
Was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
You started getting very
I got
racist.
very racist. Yeah, I heard the and I was like, go fuck yourself, Jared. And I had you in the back.
Yeah, dude, I get that shit all the
And I was like,
time.
you stupid Jew. And then everyone started laughing.
That's
No,
hilarious.
they didn't.
Yeah, they did. Then I got too dark. And
Yeah, he started saying the K
Actually, yeah,
word.
you go to the Niagara a bunch, don't you? I've yet to go there.
I agree. Yeah, it's a good Saturday, my dude. We got
Saturday?
We had 7 minutes last night.
All of you?
All of us.
How many people?
I did like 7. You did as much as you want. You didn't give no light. He gave me a light, but it was like because we had to wrap shit up.
Wait, how many people were there?
Dude, like 15.
You did 7 minutes each?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Say,
Why?
You missed out. Because nobody was there. It's an hour and a half time slot.
Well, I was in Atlantic City.
Oh yeah. You got up?
No, we just got drunk as shit.
Still went to the club.
Gambling.
Comedy.
It's fun.
Well deserved break.
Yeah.
That's the thing with comedy, man. You gotta realize when like you gotta live your real life. You gotta live a life.
There's
It's
so many
talk about-
comics that don't have a real life outside of comedy.
I was doing that for about a couple months, dude. Like, but now I know a lot of people where I can take time off and like
Yeah.
jump back into it. And,
Yeah, I had to do
Actually,
some, like, I was losing my mind where, like, right before I went back to Iowa, of the two, actually, it was a 3-week span I was doing it, and I started to do the whole 2 to 3 a day. And by week 2.5, I was just like, actually, the night I met you was that last night. I did 4 sets that day. What?
Where'd you
It was
go?
a Tuesday.
We met at Beauty
I
Bar.
think I did 4.
Yeah, it was Tuesday. It was Beauty Bar, and then No Fun Bar.
You all
or,
did
I'm sorry,
four. You did four together.
Beauty Bar, None, No Fun, and then.
And I did one earlier that day. I think I did People's Mic. So after that day, I didn't do stand up again until the following
Really?
Monday in Iowa. I just couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't get out. I just couldn't leave this place. I was like, yeah.
I can't not get up on stage.
Well, that's good. That's a good.
I find that addiction.
yeah, for
if
sure.
I take a day off, it fucks with my head.
Yeah, I feel bad about
But
it, but
I'm
I
starting to
just
feel
couldn't
good.
do
As
it.
long as I'm writing or like watching comedy, like I feel good. You know,
Well, I'm doing that every day. Anyway.
like I want to be up on stage, but I'm like, you know, as long as I'm involving myself in some sort of comedy, seeing how I can get better.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? Like, of course, it's always the best to get on stage.
Yeah, because in Atlantic City, you didn't go up, right?
No, no.
Dude, I remember this guy. He had a show. What was that? That was.
I had the show
a while
Coffee
back.
Grande.
Well, that was the first edition.
Yeah.
Said he was gonna book me on the second one. Never happened.
Because I fucking the manager was
No
20
show.
years old. Alright, can I tell you
Yeah,
about
but
this? Alright,
I remember we were talking that day, and you goes, nah, I don't write, bro. I don't write.
No, I don't. Do you want to see my?
Like,
Look, do you want to see my jokes? I'm gonna
yeah,
do it
I get
today.
it, but like,
I'm
dude,
fucking killing this.
the other day I saw you like, yeah, I've been writing. I was like, where were you at? You're like, I was
The thing is, I
writing a
write
short.
awful premise after I say it on stage. You can literally look at that. I really wrote.
MTA worker with
I
a
got it.
gun.
I was on the train. Is how
Can I read the second one?
I think it's so funny. This is what, I tell you what happened. So I was on. We were trying to.
Are you telling me you're a bit right now?
I'm not gonna tell you. Fuck
Tell
it.
us
I'm
a
gonna
bit.
say it's gonna be funny.
Don't run the bit by it.
So this guy was on the. We were looking for renting a car, right? And so my friend was high, and he starts talking black to the dude. I don't know why. And he was like, "Hey man, just hook a brother up, man." And so the guy was like, "What you trying to look for?" It's like a small car. He's like, "All right, got you, bro." And then like midway through the conversation, he goes, "God damn, that shit's $200, motherfucker!" And it was just so funny. That was like, this dude's a prisoner, just got a job, and does not be professional. I thought that as a apprentice
That's funny.
is a funny idea, right?
I like the act.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna work it out.
Don't ever run a bit by me like that. Okay. Nah, that's cool. It's cool. I like running bits by people.
Yeah,
Some people don't like it when I do it with them though.
Well, everyone's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if I don't go on stage, I'll tell someone my jokes.
It depends. Yeah, it depends who it is.
No, I'll just tell you.
I'll get nervous to know what joke around some people.
I think it's good
That's
to
what
workshop stuff. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But then again, they also have different
Use of what's funny. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So let me segue that into this then. What is y'all's writing process? So you said you don't. I mean, I guess you just write
Popping
down.
a fucking Addy and getting to it.
Hey, Jerry Schwartz, motherfucker.
My mom's not gonna like that one. Nah, but I actually did the other day, and dude, I did the past 2 weekends. Shout out to my boy Vinay.
Oh, you're fucking
You know,
Vinay?
I know.
Yeah, my boy too.
That's like my.
Yeah,
that's
but-
like he's more than like a friend.
my guy.
He's like we hang out all the time, dude, and he's like yo, he wants me to be good, so he's like, yo, I want you to be good. Here's some Adderall. He gave me some free Adderall, and he's like, I want you to go home and write. And I held him for like a few months, but then I just took him last Saturday. I took off. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take an Adderall, and then just write. Dude, I took an Adderall. Remember I came in on Sunday, I was like, yeah, I wrote new bits. And when I was right in front of him, he just bombed hard. bombed hard, bro. You get really bombed? No, it was at the creek. Remember I was like, yo, I just did Adderall, and I wrote some new bits. Yeah, but
Is that typically what you do? You'll sit down and in bulk just like write new shit.
yeah, but I can only do that when I pop an Adderall. But like if I'm just like,
So are you only writing bits on Adderall?
I'm only writing bits out in line for line on Adderall, but like I'll just have these ideas come to my head all the time, just write it down or like add to a joke. I'll be like, oh, I can add that to a
Add
joke.
that to a joke,
Yeah, that's
How about you? Is that
very free.
similar to what you're doing?
I have different. It depends on the joke. So if I, like, for example, I told him I can't write down what I want to say, but I can explain it to you better. So I'll just take that as a premise.
Yeah,
you record it?
talk about it.
No,
yeah.
I just remember it.
You just take the idea, go up, talk about it.
See what's funny.
Okay.
Take that, go back to that again, see if I can get something else, and then if I get it down to where like I got all parts of it, I'll write it down for that. Or like I wrote some stuff over there where I don't know, I want to be more honest, and it was about how I break up and all this shit, how it went together, and I was like, I'll write out what happened and then throw some jokes in there and do it that way.
And then how often are you guys like recycling quote unquote jokes? Like,
What do you mean recycling?
Like for example, you're doing like 4 spots today, you're doing 6 spots tomorrow. Are you like, okay, today I'm doing only this
These
set?
3 jokes all
Yeah,
today.
or do you vary them per?
See, actually, that becomes a headache when I do that. So like, I'll try to like just mix things up, but I do try to stick to like the jokes that I want to work on. I've been trying to go harder on myself, like, oh, like do this, and like, because I'll go off track. Who doesn't get off track? But that's where I'm trying to stop myself from getting off track and like doing jokes that I'm not trying consistently, you know. But that's the hard part, recycling jokes.
I'm doing a whole new 5 today.
Okay, and are you going to use that same 5?
But I've
every spot today, or?
never done the same 5 twice.
Well,
Never.
see,
Never.
yeah, you do it different rooms, and then
That's what I mean. So like you'll start at this bar or this club, you'll do these 5 minutes, but then you'll carry that same 5 minutes to the next spot.
But the
and
great
next
thing
spot.
about doing like 6 spots in a day, you can take one. Like, the first time I'm gonna say it, it's gonna sound shit. It's not gonna sound right.
Yeah.
But by the time I get to the 3rd mic, it's gonna be boom hitting. And by the time like Carmine's at the night, you're gonna be like,
I might do Carmine.
you can watch legit someone say something at 4 that sucks, and by 6 o'clock they say
Got
it
it.
again, and it's hilarious. And
Got
it's
it.
like, you just figure it out by just changing it slowly.
Do you guys ever get self-conscious if you see the same comics at the same mics about repeating the same
Someone
joke?
told me, I was like, Derek, everyone's telling a joke. He's like, we'll change it. And it's like, make it funnier. Then what do you gotta do? That's what Derek told me. He was like, just make it funnier. Then you don't want someone to, you can always change the wording of a joke. So like, let's say like the cat in the hat. Like the hat, there's a cat in the hat, or something like that. Or something.
Yeah, but if the punchline everyone sees coming, if that's the main crux of it, isn't that kind of
But there's always a different way you can
Yeah.
say a punchline that is stronger.
True.
Jokes never finish. You always
Fair
fucking.
Jokes never finish until it's on a special or.
And even then, some people still tour with their own
that's
shit.
true.
If I want to work on a joke that I know works, I have to do it on shows. So I
Yeah.
can't do it in front of comics.
Oh, yeah.
They won't laugh.
I hate that shit.
So
that's what
you
we're
think of a
doing.
good tag and you gotta do the whole joke and they don't laugh.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
tag
you gotta end. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna do this joke just for
Just
next
for like
time.
the
Guys,
thing.
please get on board, please.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, man. But dude, we're so young. We're
Oh yeah, there's no rush, right?
no
There's a
rush.
rush.
My favorite was my
I
first.
don't believe in that. I hate that mentality.
What rush?
This like you.
Or what mentality?
This is like everyone's saying like you're so young.
Rome wasn't built in a day, dude.
But that doesn't mean you can't do it in a night. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking this mentality. You have to do 10 years down to be funny. You can be funny.
That's
now.
wrong. Yeah, I don't
Could
agree
be, for
with
sure.
putting in 10 years because you're not gonna just like log in 10 years and go,
Yeah.
"Hey, where's my
Now
time?"
I'm funny.
Yeah.
Michael Shea got booked in 2 years. It took Kevin Hart like 10. Doesn't matter. Like it
Michael
took
Shea took 2 years?
2 years. Everyone has this idea it takes 5 years plus. If you put that in your head, that's what you're gonna make
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
have. Dude, you can do it. You can do it tomorrow if you want to.
If you're funny, you're funny.
You're funny, man.
If you can bring it, right?
Yeah, I don't got the natural talent, so I
And
gotta
don't
bring
forget,
it.
like when they say
Are
10
you not
years,
naturally funny?
Oh no, I'm definitely naturally funny, but I don't have the natural talent of speaking on stage.
but that's why you do these open mics. So like when they say 10 years, they might mean like some dude out in Indiana who only gets access to 2 open mics a week,
Right, yeah.
versus you getting freaking 8 spots a day. It's like,
Yeah.
come on.
Are you naturally funny?
Yeah.
I would, well,
Oh, it's not me.
Amazing.
I know you're not.
it depends on who you ask. So like if you talk to my friends, I'll be like, dude, this guy's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But if you talk to like almost anyone else, like, dude, you're actually pretty funny. So it's like, who do you believe? You know?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's the rooms that tell you, right? So
Which is the annoying part is you could be naturally funny, but on stage
It's
you have to be
totally
written funny.
Yeah.
So that's what my problem is.
That's
I'm
my
naturally
problem.
funny,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't know how to write jokes
Exactly.
on stage where like it's like set up punchline.
Or- yeah.
I think that's where this
exactly.
10-year thing comes in a little
Yeah.
bit, and I think
Where you
again it's
are.
just an arbitrary number, but I think it's going to click eventually, and it's different for everyone when you finally can get up on that stage and you can be yourself on that stage.
I can do like the
comedy
whole
voice,
fucking
you know?
performance. People are like, you have such a good stage presence. Like I remember the Broadway show. He was like, I've never seen a comic that early and be that comfortable on stage. I know I'm an asshole. Like you know, in front of people I like to do.
But you were obviously way more funny that time than you were 30 times before that,
Yeah.
or whatever. So
Yeah.
I remember my first time at an open mic doing my first ever set, and I was just nervous in my own head. But there was a little click in my head. I was like, holy shit.
Wait, where?
In Iowa. This is my first
Yeah.
ever open mic. But like as I was doing it, I could, in my own head, I heard myself saying, holy shit, man, yeah, this is rough, you're nervous. But like I can tell how someone could get good at this if they
Yeah.
keep at this
Yeah.
long enough. You know
You
what I
have a
mean?
good story. Your first open mic.
A good story?
Yeah.
I mean, I did fine.
Did
You know,
fine.
but there was no like.
Why do you have one? Sounds like you have one.
Yeah.
My friend has a good.
Sounds like you brought it up.
I was being
You know,
polite to him.
I'm that type of guy who will break something up just so I can mention mine. And I'm like, he's doing that.
Oh, you think you're the
He's
first
pulling
person to
me.
come up with that technique?
No.
I want to be polite to him as a host. No one else.
No, I just wanted to know how it feels to have someone do it around me.
Jared, do you have a story you want to tell?
Honestly, my first open mic.
Let me go first.
I killed I killed my first open
You
mic.
feel killed?
I did.
Most people typically do
And I
that.
still have some of the same jokes from that first open mic.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
That was yours.
My first open mic. So
Where was it?
I was in North Carolina.
Oh,
This girl had broke my heart, right? She was like, you're gonna be, I was like, I'm gonna be comedy. She's like, no, you're not gonna be comedy. I got mad at her. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna be comedy tonight. Like, it was like 8 o'clock at night.
Wow.
And it started raining. And so I drove a Ford Focus that didn't have windshield wipers working. So it was just, you had to hang your head out the window
Nice.
to drive it, right?
And get wet.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to the mic and I hit a bicycle lane side, like in front of the venue, and no one sees it, so I just drive away. And just my axle is fucked up. My little car is like going like a 35-degree angle.
Sick.
Get there, bomb horribly.
Sick.
Bomb so bad the host makes fun of me.
Sick.
This other guy makes fun of me. The guy calls me a fucking asshole. And then I had to drive home in my broken car. I had to make up a story where I was. I felt embarrassed to tell my uncle that I was at a comedy thing.
That's hilarious. Dude, I don't know if that's worse than my.
But that was supposed to be a great story.
Remember my
You liked
buddy?
it?
Remember my buddy Zach? That
Yeah.
He's a host. He has to like it.
Yeah.
Did you like that story?
Dude, I killed because I did it after.
You laughed at me.
There it is. But no, you met my boy Zach. Remember?
Yeah.
Zach has a great first-time story. He did Creed in the Cave, and he got kicked off stage.
Kicked off in 2.5 minutes?
What did he say?
Dude, well, that's part of it.
There
so
you go.
what's and it's on tape. We have it.
Oh, that's funny.
But what happened was, first of all, he was just obliterated, and
that could help.
and yeah, and then not him, and then he tried this joke that wasn't working, and it was like about women and sex and all this stuff,
Yeah.
and then he had a silence, and he was just like rummaging through his notebook, and he just goes, what else do bitches like? And that got the biggest laugh, right?
I'm sure.
And then he just wouldn't get off the stage when they cut him off.
Really?
And so he said, no. So like people start to crowd the stage, pulling him off, and then get off the stage, loser! Like, and what you don't see in the video is he literally we were in the last lap group.
Yeah, that's how
So
it
we
was.
sat the whole show, and he literally heckled every act that we were
Why?
waiting for. I don't know, man. I was like, what are you
You
doing?
would say anything good back to him?
Fuck no.
Dude, that's the only thing about Creek and Cave. They don't know how to handle hecklers. They don't know how to be fucking like aggressive. It's so
Maybe
annoying.
they just want to get their jokes in.
Yeah, but it's like as a comedian, a performer.
It's definitely more of a supportive only vibe, which I think there is a role for
Oh,
that,
really?
but you're not going to become a better comic from that.
There's these
Brooklyn rooms are very supportive.
oh, I fucking hate Brooklyn ones, but just
They won't laugh, but unless it's really,
unless it's
really,
really well written.
really well written.
Not only that, but I think you have to create this air of likability about you, which is
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
learning from comedy, period. So
Which
I feel
I
like
do
you
not
need to
have.
use those rooms.
We do not have.
No, I disagree.
Well, because we don't
Well,
like them. That's the thing.
Yeah, you guys
don't
need
like
to go in there being like, okay, I'm going to win this room over. I think if you had that attitude, it would evolve into
Yeah.
Hey, I
comedy.
love you, fuckers.
No, you don't have to have that, but like I feel like kind of like how you said that certain room where they only want clean jokes. That tells you, okay, well, I don't have clean material. Maybe I should work on that. And then now you added that to your skill set. So like if you go to an open mic and no one's laughing, it's like, okay, let me win these guys over. That's a new skill set. Bar show, that's a skill set. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
But
I
fuck
hate
them.
people that look at it like, guys, it's a comedy show. Everyone needs to quiet down and listen to me because that's the respect. No,
Yeah.
dude, you clearly couldn't hold people's attention.
Right.
You suck.
Yeah.
Get better. Like
Yeah.
that's what you should be getting from it. Not, oh, if the room was better, I'd be doing. Like I hate that
Yeah,
mentality. man.
But still, those Busher rooms suck. I tell you, they're fucking horrible. You
I want to
agree?
go with you on
You know
that.
why? Because they never come to Manhattan. They don't go anywhere else. They don't
They
do
don't.
all. In,
But you should extend that to like if you become big and you start touring the country. Those same jokes that work in the big cities aren't going to work in like mom and
exactly.
pop stops.
Like, I got a
You need to-
sick joke that would work down south.
Let me hear
Bitch.
so I was hanging with black kids. That
It's a sick joke. I can't. I think I've told you it.
Let me hear it.
Remember I told you I did it at a bar show one day?
Let me hear the beginning.
No, I can't.
Let me hear the ending of it.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's alright. I'm allowed to say that because I'm okay.
I don't know if this is
Yeah, I'll tell you guys off camera.
Keep
alright?
talking.
I'm a little.
Are you a racist, Jared?
I mean, no.
You don't have a podcast?
Yeah, you never invited me, Dick.
We're gonna do mine.
I know you got a podcast. The name was on it.
Renee was on
I
it.
listened to it for like 10 minutes.
You liked it?
Yeah, you guys.
How often do you
guys-
guys? How often do you guys do podcasts?
Dude, I just got invited to. I mean, I was double booked today. Seriously, no, I got Jimmy's don't count.
Yeah, fuck Jimmy.
Fuck Jimmy Peoples.
Fuck Jimmy Peoples.
He's a great guy,
I
but
was telling fuck Jimmy Peoples.
He was talking, which is hilarious because he was talking good stuff about you the other day.
Was he?
Yeah. So this is
no way. That's funny.
But I was
No, he's a great guy.
No,
but-
about you.
Really?
And you
Yeah.
just went, "Fuck, dude."
Fuck, tell. I
Yeah.
like that. Send it to him.
Sorry, Jimmy.
No, but I did get invited to do
Just
my
800
first
podcasts.
I got invited. I got invited to do my first podcast from another comic. It felt like it felt legit. I was like, oh
Who's
shit.
the comic?
Tobin Miller, great.
Tobin
He
Miller?
runs a great
I
show.
know Tobin Miller. He's like a fucking giant.
He is a giant, 6'7".
There you go.
Runs a great show, Baby Shower every
What's his podcast
Tuesday.
called?
Baby Shower with Tobin Miller.
Nice. So
Yeah,
what
it's
is
great, man.
professional setups?
I mean, we're not in a penthouse. He
Well, I have
got, he got,
to
he got like
rely
the, he got the microphone like stands and
And
shit.
analog.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, someday I'll make that happen.
Like you got a visual podcast.
I think
Yes,
it's more
visual,
visual. I just do it on my phone.
Well, we're gonna see. Yo, can y'all follow me on Instagram?
What's
your
He got a lot
What's your
of subscribers.
Yeah, why don't you guys plug
Instagram and
yourselves?
Twitter, the Kid Jared.
And we'll link it in the description, don't worry.
Please,
So-
this man he knows how to work all the magic. Right there, it's gonna be right there. I was like, oh, are we going down? It's gonna be right
But
there.
it's funny because if you watch all the YouTube videos, the sidebar used to be over there, so people be like, click here. But now if you watch those same videos, it's like they're doing this, but it's like all
Yeah.
Do you know how to edit that?
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
you could like put my name here?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to, but
not on the
It's
video.
too much work.
He's gonna put it down. He's gonna do it
No,
on the
I'll
I'm gonna do it right across his face and leave it there.
yeah, I'll link it all in the description. But yeah, why don't you plug your stuff?
Yeah, dude, follow me at what's my
This
Instagram?
guy's a writer. I don't know.
My Instagram is at Miles_Toe. That's MYLES_TOE.
You spelled your name wrong.
Don't follow me on Twitter, but it's the same thing. But don't follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, this guy's a great writer. You should
I follow too many
definitely
porn accounts. They can see that.
Is that what
I didn't know they could see
You're
it.
an idiot.
I didn't know they could see it. I didn't know that. I was like,
I don't check your followers though. I can see if you liked it.
Well, I like them. You can't have porn on Instagram. That's why it bothers me.
Your Twitter presence is not there, bro.
I hate Twitter.
Yeah, I hate
Can
Twitter.
I retweet?
Not a Twitter.
Would you like me to retweet?
Go for it, man.
All right,
It's your
let's have a
platform.
tweet off. Let's have a tweet off.
Let's have a tweet off.
Let's see who has the
All right,
better.
you guys can vote for whichever.
Who has the better tweet? All right, pick a good tweet, bro. Go to your tweets. Oh, you follow Bobby Sheen?
Yeah, I've already bought shit. But this on top of the porn guys, it fucking just comes up.
You follow more guys?
No, it's like a porn.
I used to follow this like big-breasted porn, Twitter porn, but I would see too many titties. I was like, I can't.
Yeah, I put up in work, so I was like,
This was the most I got
Let me
for
see.
tweeting my comedy career. The photo of me. I was like, fuck. I really thought that joke was gonna get a laugh. It's pretty funny. I think you liked it.
So can I put? Are you wanna go?
Is that your entry?
No,
No.
that is not because this is a visual.
Got it.
This is a good one. Go. This is the most likes I got. All right, you go first.
Can we go first?
Girls are really high.
Mine are mostly connected to things I saw.
Read a joke, dude.
So
read a joke that you
This
wrote.
is about how Joe Biden was
read a joke.
touching women and how. So basically, it said, haha, the left is eating themselves alive. Perfect example of paternalism and arrogance is causing the demise of their own corrupt and self-righteous party. In other words, white people are crazy. It's not funny. I just thought of it. All right, let's hear yours. Derek, what's your name?
Wow. I'm not homeless, but I will ask the person behind me in line for the amount of loose change I need before breaking a bill.
All right, so you guys let us know.
Like I said, don't follow me on Twitter. I fucking hate Twitter.
It's funny, I had Matt out here and he read a couple of his tweets and I had the same reaction. I was like, oh, okay. But the problem with his was funny, but I heard him before, so I was like, all right.
I got one, ready? Tweets are about having the right words in the right place. Change one word and the whole tweet becomes avocados. See? I got a laugh from the audience.
Alright, here's
See,
another.
I think
You'll like this
here's
one.
the problem though with these tweets is like hearing them is so much different delivery than just reading.
You guys live like a comic.
Yeah.
If you owned a pair of Starberries back in the day, chances are you're doing pretty well now.
What?
I got a good one, ready?
That's funny, dude.
I'll tell us a comic for
Oh, I get it. I got it.
You know what Starberries are, bro?
No, I do, but I get the joke now.
I mean, it's just.
Do you have one more?
Yeah. Okay, so I did XC in the art museum, which is a true story. I found out nothing scares and confuses a Japanese tourist more than a sweaty black man touching himself to a Van Gogh painting. That was a good laugh.
But that was also better delivery, I think.
Yeah, I delivered as a comic. So.
The Biden one, I was like, wait, what's going on?
Right, exactly. If I would have said it, you know.
That and it was too topical, I think, because I don't even follow politics.
Too topical, man.
But yeah, man, you guys have been great guests. I think we should. I know you guys have mics to go to, so I don't want to keep you too long. But,
I gotta fucking eat, dude.
yeah, I'm hungry too. But yeah, follow these guys. They've been great. They're comedians. They're funny. And
Thank you, man. Appreciate
you'll be
that.
seeing them
You know.
soon, for
Can
sure.
I plug something of mine as
We'll just
well?
keep getting better.
Oh, I thought you did. With the
Oh, no. Well, I have a podcast too.
Oh, go for it.
It's much better now. it's called Left on Red. It's on iTunes. I'm going to get Jared on there next time. You want to do it too?
Absolutely.
It's very dark. Though.
Cool.
I like to be open conversations.
Cool, man. That's what. Where do I gotta go though?
What?
We'll do it
Not
like.
today. I don't want you.
No, I know. I'm saying.
Get your hands off me.
When are we gonna do it? Hit me up, man.
We'll do it later.
Yeah,
Your boy's getting booked.
Follow me on the gram though. Miles underscore.
Yeah. Anything else you want to plug?
Okay, Jared, that's it, man.
That's it.
All social media. You can see me walking around the city looking like a bum.
Oh, as well as that now.
If you're in Brooklyn, come to the Starliner April 4th to
Oh, yeah, if you guys have any shows you want to
And if
plug.
you have any tips on how to get rid of dandruff, please help. Shit is
Right
annoying.
here, what I work in comic does. April 26th on the Brooklyn House of Comedy. It's fucking cool. And then I gotta pull up the calendar because I got spots, my guy. Check it out.
Yeah, read them.
Starliner, April 24th. That's I got booked. Okay, so I did the 2-show comedy show in the hotel, and she booked me another show.
The who? The
Malia-
2 joke minute?
No, 2-scene comedy show.
And who booked you?
Malia Sauce.
Oh, she booked you on another show?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
That's it.
How big was the crowd?
Oh, and then April 30th, I'm at the Raw Bar. That's
Oh, nice. How'd you get that? Jamie Wolf?
Jay Wolf show. Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
I just talked to him.
Hopefully I have this episode out.
I asked him. Yeah.
I don't ask. I let that shit come to me.
Dude, can I tell you what? I'll give you a fucking. This is a pro tip.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Cut this.
Cut this shit.
All right.
Don't give.
Guys, see you later.
See you later.